Shalom, shalom, shalom. Just testing. Shalom. Can you go grab some water for the smoke show? Water. How we sound? Ain't start yet? Say we live, 34 seconds. Phone call, I'm like, what's my shot?
What I'm saying?
Is it live? All right, then. Who teaching?
I'm on, bro.
I'm on you on? Okay, go ahead, brother.
Damn.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom. With the GMS Miami. All right, coming at you with another session here. And before we begin, we definitely want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakadash.
All right, we are here, we out here week in, week out. All right, preaching the truth and the downfall of America, aka Babylon. All right, speaking against Esau, Edom, who we know is to be the so-called white man. All right, and what we preach, what we teach is that the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American are the biblical Israelites. All right, when you read, I think it's the 1984 Jewish Almanac, it states that a modern Jew cannot be compared, or cannot. What does it say? A modern Jew cannot. It should not be called an Israelite. All right,
That's why they call themselves Israelis.
Right, that's why they call themselves Israelis. See, Jewish, to be like. All right, so we're out here preaching that the true biblical Israelites, once again, are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and where we're at in time right now, according to the scriptures, are in the last days, man. All right, where Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, he wants to be able to put his mark in everyone. Oh, Salaki, also double honor to the apostle and elders, a great millstone as well. All right, we'll do well. Salaki. All right, but once again, we're speaking against this wicked, empire, this wicked kingdom, which is the downfall of Babylon. All right, and like I said, what he wants to do, he wants to put his mark, all right, in the children of Israel, man. All right, starting with the elect, because we're the ones that's giving praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So if you look at the precepts of
Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right, now when you go into that word cause, it goes into make ready. Okay, and as we see right now, what's going on is that Esau Edom is making ready his ability for the mark to be able to correspond in the society, man. All right, pretty soon, the currency here in Babylon is about to switch up. We're using what is called the fiat dollar, right? Or petrodollar, which is backed by the military. All right, but really it's backed by oil, but that's backed up by the American military. Okay, but pretty soon that's going to change to a digital currency, which is the central bank digital currency, CBDC. All right, and in order for you to function in society, you're going to have a choice to take that mark or not. You're going to have to make the choice as to whether or not you want to be a part of this new system that Esau's about to set up.
Yeah, like you say, it's going to cause chaos upon the earth.
Right.
All right, where he wants you to submit and beg for his chip. All right, it's going to be in the mindset, I want everything to be back to normal. I want my regular life back. All right, if you're not in the spirit, if you're in the spirit, all right, you're gonna be with it. You want the all hell to break loose.
Right.
But we know that that's the ushering of the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
When you know that this has to happen for this place to be destroyed.
Right.
Right. Currency that's going to be circulating the earth at one point or another, which is going to be very soon, is part of something called the Fourth Industrial Revolution.
Right.
All right, Industry 4.0, which everything really, that's the ultimate goal, to really be able to sabotage the currency to be able to be controlled, because that's what Esau wants to do. He wants to control everybody.
Man and machine.
There you go.
Put man and machine together.
Transhumanism.
Transhumanism.
All right,
Yeah.
they make movies off that. They make TV shows off that. Why do you think they're pushing all these Tesla cars, all these electronic cars?
Yeah.
Why do you think when you gotta go and sit down at a restaurant, you got something called a QR code?
Yeah.
Because they're getting people desensitized to begin this process, man. But this is a huge prophecy that the men of the Lord are waiting on, man.
About to add on, you know, credit card, you used to swipe. Now out of nowhere they got the tap. Now you tap.
The chip.
Yeah, they got the chip where you tap.
Right.
Hey, with your cell phone, 2 clicks, you tap. You know, they're getting you ready for the season.
If I may add too, 2020, that was something called a catalyst to propel people to start getting ready for this this change in the society, man. And there's an article in Forbes that actually admits that 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020, all that was part of the plan to get people to get used to this new system, man.
Yep. Because look at the protocols that they had. You had a curfew. You know, you can't be around. You got to keep 6 feet distance. You know, you can't be in big crowds. You can't be around amongst a wide variety of people. You know?
Working from home, 2020 got everybody used to getting on the fucking computer.
Yep.
Learning
Even
technology and
the
shit.
old people had to.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, because really when you think about it, man, what we're heading towards is pretty much a universal basic income. All right, to where AI is going to be taking over a lot of jobs. All right now in the Amazon factories, you have robots doing the work. Okay? A lot of major companies are laying off people because people are not consuming as much as they used to because of high interest rates. 2, all right, because of the fact that people are not consuming anything, you know, companies are having to either raise their prices because, you know, they have to now compensate for the lack of their products being bought. Okay? So now, because of lack of products being bought, you know, they're not producing as much. Okay? So now that's going to put these companies in a bind financially to have to make hard decisions as to whether or not they should stay open or they should stay closed. But what happens to the amount of people when they lose their jobs? What are they going to be able to do? I think this brother here, he was off for a couple months, you know, due to some, you know, type of situation. But within that time span of him being off for work, it was like, what, 6 months? He was looking for work, he couldn't find no work. There's really, you know, the grind, like Chris said, the grind is going to come to a cease pretty soon.
It is coming to a cease.
It's coming to a cease, man.
Like you said, they're letting people off. They're going robotically.
Right.
They don't need people anymore. You say you shall own nothing and be happy.
Be happy.
All right, that's their MO. They got to get rid of the middle class. All these businesses that people own are really middle class. Right. Majority of them, you know.
Of course.
Mom and mom shop.
Especially, you know, when we talk about, because there's 2 Americas here. You have America, and then you have Black America. Okay? America's middle class is mainly consisted of, you know, so-called Edomites, man. All right, and the fact that they're losing their social status in society is an indicator that this nation is going down, man.
Sure.
All right, this nation used to produce its own produce. All right, they used to make their own products, but they don't do that anymore. All right, they're shipping their work off to other countries. Other countries are actually eating off the back of Babylon, man.
It's the scripture, Revelation.
Right.
Merchants.
They're rich. Quick article. It's from www.kpruger.com. The middle class is being affected by a variety of factors, including inflation, the aging population, and remote work. Report shows the middle class is shrinking as a result of several factors, including surging inflation.
Right. So now you talk about inflation, you're talking about the cost of a product. Right. Yesterday or a month ago, a product may have cost you $3. Today, with inflation, that same product may now cost you what, $5 or $6.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying to you? Gas.
And it's not because things got expensive.
Right.
It's because the dollar is
Weak. Right.
right? The value of the dollar is not strong
It's not
as it
strong.
was.
Right.
Not like the product got bigger or, you know what I'm saying, or the product got more stuff in it. No, it's the same product.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like back then, you was able to get 4 chips for, for $1.
Right.
Now you can't.
You can't.
I think it's 2 chips now.
Right.
Honey bun is 75 cents.
Right. That's $1.25. You know?
$1.25 now.
Hey, and what made the dollar strong was the fact that these different nations was dealing with the American dollar. That's what made the dollar strong. But now you're seeing different countries falling away from the dollar. We have now what is called the BRICS nation, all right, which consists of India, Russia, China, I think Turkey, and I think pretty soon Iran's about to join in there too.
Come on.
Okay, so we're seeing how the Lord is setting up the scene, man. You know, He's setting up, the opposition, so to speak.
Come on.
This is going to be a great movie. All right,
Come on,
but
man.
before that movie happens, man, hey, look, the downfall of Babylon has to happen first, man. You see? So the Lord is taking out America. He's hitting their pockets right now. All right, the cost of a home. There's no look. If you're really paying attention, you see more condos than homes being built. All right. When you own a condo instead of you owning a home, this year they can charge you a certain amount. Next year they can raise that same, the cost that you were paying, they can raise it up another $500. All right, you used to be able to buy a home and the land and be able to take that home and that land and pass it down to your kids. So now they don't have to struggle as hard as you did. But now in this society, nobody has a chance. The American dream is done.
Exactly. You know, all the banks buying these houses and condos.
Right. All right, and they're causing now the cost of these homes to go up. You're still getting paid the same crappy amount of money you're getting paid, but yet you still got to pay for your home, you still got to pay for food, and all those things are going up.
Yeah. Also, hey, Biden let all these immigrants in.
Right.
So, hey, even with that alone, overpopulation.
Right.
There's so much people here. Then you also have people that was living in New York. They were paying high prices for homes. Now they come to places like Miami and with Florida, and they see that I was paying more in New York than here.
Right.
And they start $2,000 rent, $3,000 rent. That's nothing to them.
Right.
Causing inflation.
Right.
There's more people here. Food starts to get expensive. Houses start to get expensive. Living costs is getting expensive.
Right. And these people coming from other countries, they're more than happy to get paid $10, $11 an hour.
That's nice, bro.
You see, especially Northern Tribe, because Northern Tribe knows how to buy a house, have 2 or 3 families living in that house, and then they'll pull a trailer in the backyard and have 2 or 3 families living in that backyard. So $10 amongst 30, 40 people, and now they can take care of their obligations. Yeah. But you being born here in America, all right, in Babylon, you don't have the same type of advantage as a migrant would, especially nowadays. We hear about how these migrants are getting $10,000, $2,000 a month, but you're not getting that, right? The people here are very disgruntled because of that, because ultimately this money is coming out of their own pockets. All right, Babylon does not care for its own people.
Real quick, I got a definition of waning, because America, all right, the status of it's waning down, all right?
It's declining.
Right, it's declining. It's America is not the powerhouse that it used to be. But this is the definition of waning. Goes into the word wane. It says the condition or feeling of something decreasing in vigor, power, or extent become weaker. But check this out, brothers. It says confidence in the daughter wane.
Yes. Confidence in the dollar, faith in the dollar.
Why they put that there?
Right.
Why they put that there?
Right.
See, but it all goes back to how we opened up, because eventually they're gonna get away. They're gonna push away from something called the fiat currency, which is a currency that is tangible.
Right.
And then eventually there's gonna be the digital currency,
Right.
which that it goes back to how we opened up. How this don't want everybody to get on a system, man.
Right.
On a grid.
Right.
Because they could just how digital cash you can't track cash, like physical cash you can't track it.
Yeah.
But
We don't know where it's going.
Right. They say you will not be able to buy or sell. Did we finish on
No,
Right now,
yeah.
we still got some left on that.
Revelation 13, I started at 16 again. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Doesn't matter what status you are.
Right.
To receive a mark in their right hand on their forehead. That's speaking of the hour of temptation.
Right. And in reality, it don't matter if it's in your right or your left hand or in your forehead. If you take this chip, man, all right, then your fate is sealed, bro. All right, your end is going to be destruction.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 2. As a nail sticketh fast between the joints of stones, so doth sin stick close between vine and cedar. Right, and that's speaking on the seed. You know, they're going to place it right here. Right, the size of a grain of rice, I believe.
Hey, and it's changing throughout time. We know technology changes. Yep. It may get smaller than the grain of rice. You see what I'm saying too? But it's going to serve the same purpose.
It's still going to be the mark.
It's still going to be the mark. Right. Because essentially what it is, you sheeple here in Babylon, you're product. When you're born in this society, you're given a birth certificate, a social security number, all right? And these things are used to trade you on the open market, man. You're a product. And what do you do with product, especially if you want to track your product? You put a UPC code or a barcode in it, right? So that way, if you lose track of that product, either it's going to be an alarm that goes off, or you know, if you want to keep track of the product, you know how when you track a package that you order online, you can see where it's been. You know what I'm saying to you?
For the UPC.
Yeah, it's going to be UPC. And this mark is going to have all your information. It's going to be a way of convenience for you. Okay, that's how they're going to push
They're
it.
going to sell it.
Yeah. It's going to be very convenient.
No one can do fraud anymore.
No, you're going to be
your
protected.
identity. All right, you'll be able to track your kids.
Yep.
All right, this would be a good way, you know, to cause slow down human trafficking.
Yep.
You're gonna solve all that. You got an uncle or grandpa that has Alzheimer's.
Right.
All right, you know. If he wakes up at night and he's missing, you can track him down by the chip.
Hey, Elon Musk got the brain chip to where you can actually become a superhuman. Like I said, you know, transhumanism. That's a part of the fourth industrial revolution.
It's gonna cause miracles.
Miracles.
That people that are blind able to see.
Be able to see.
Or a person that's you know,
They can't walk,
be able to walk.
Right. Can speak, start
Talking, you know, but they're gonna be it's gonna be within that web.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. So Revelation 13 and 17, that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right, so this mark is going to allow you to participate in society. If you do not have this mark, you cannot buy and you cannot sell.
You're gonna be excommunicated out. Stop.
I'm casting out this
Cast it out of society. All right.
Real quick, I got the word mark in Hebrew, which is karagma, which is a stamp or an imprinted mark.
It's that in Hebrew.
Huh? I mean, Greek, Salakia, water. Which is karagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Mashiach, the mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculpture, graven work of adulterous images. So that mark, hey, think about it. When a farmer has cattle, you know, that's how the brother was speaking of how we're compared to cattle. You know, when a farmer has cattle and there's other farmers that live around, for the farmer to be able to distinguish his cattle from the other farmers' cattle, they'll put a specific identification, you know? And you getting this C hip, you giving this M-O-T to the B, hey, that's showing you that you're property of Esau.
Yeah.
You belong to Esau.
That's why everybody, most your house trying to crack the clouds, you're gonna be unrecognizable.
Right.
All right. You're gonna be a property of Esau Edom.
Right.
So if Esau Edom gotta die, you're gonna die with him.
And I went to the Karaks. Karaks is a pail or stake, a palicide. Basically, the Karaks is what they would use to implant the C-hip inside you.
Right. So, you know, because I think it was to a high side stigma. Chai or kai. I think the kai means to cut. The stigma is the instrument that's used to put the mark in. The stigma is the actual chip or the orb itself. All right. So what he wants to do, he wants to brand you. He wants you to attract. He wants to know what you're thinking. He wants to, in some situations, in fact, he might be able to control your thoughts. Man.
He's gonna control you.
Yes, he's going to control you. All right, like that movie Kingsman. I don't know if you know.
Oh yes.
You know?
Yep.
based on certain frequencies, you know, they were able to penetrate the human mind. All right, and have people going fucking buck wild, man. Right.
Samuel Jackson did it.
Right.
Right. Then the chicken in. But he was like, why would I put that shit in myself?
Right.
Because, hey, he knows, man.
Hey, everything is based. Hey, Esau uses the things that the Most High had created since, you know, since time began. Frequencies, radio frequencies, and things of that nature. How he's able to manipulate all these things don't exist before time. All right. So it's talks about that's what he wants to do. All right. But this is not nothing new. This is. Scripture said there's nothing new under the sun, man.
Hey, not to reference, you know, SpongeBob, but there was the SpongeBob movie, Plankton, what he did was, he had these chum bucket hats, and he put it on everybody's head, and everybody was under his control. Everybody was under his control. You know? They were saying all hell Plankton. Where do you think they got that from?
Right, no, because, hey, art imitates life.
Exactly. To work in Hollywood, you have to have a thorough knowledge of the scriptures.
Right. That's Satan. You know, hey, look. At the end of the day, you're doing something right in this society when everybody hates you. All right. We're not out here to be loved. We're not out here to get no attention. We're out here to do the will of the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, and His Son Yahweh Shai, man. In the name of the Holy Spirit, which is the Rakam. All right. And what we're doing, we're warning you people, man, that Esau is going to be coming down with thunder, man. He's not going to have any pity on anybody. All right, and one of the tools that he's going to use to touch Jake, man, is going to be your pockets and your stomach.
And that's why he's going to come.
All right?
It's going to cause chaos where it's going to be just chaotic upon the earth. All right, because it's a famine. All right, pestilence. People going to be killing each other. All right.
All right, and it's going to be a control. Look, I think since the pandemic, do you know how many food processing centers have shut down
Or caught on fire mysteriously?
Like there was almost 18,000 cows that blew up out of fucking nowhere. Like as if that happens in nature, just cows just blow up for no fucking reason and shit. All right, Esau, he's the one. He's coordinating everything. See, he believes in gradualism, man.
Really, the Most High.
Well, Yahweh Shai, kind.
He's using Esau.
He's using Esau, but you're right, though. You know. All right, because hey, look, what did the Lord tell Moses in regard to Pharaoh? He said, look, I'm the one that hardened Pharaoh's heart, so I can show my glory, my power. You see, the Lord wants to be able to show who He is, man. Because when we get set up in the kingdom, no other nation is going to try to come up against us because of how Yahweh Shai is going to come through and give the nation of Israel salvation, man. That's right. He's building up the climax, and this is look. This mark is like an end to a beautiful movie. All right. The last thing to be done is for this devil to come in and try to push his agenda because he knows that he has a short time.
Say this: order out of chaos.
Order out of chaos.
Order out of chaos. He's gonna cause the problem. He knows that the problem is gonna have a reaction. All right, and then when the reaction, he's gonna come with the solution. All right, the so-called solution is gonna be chill. All right. Right. A little bit more.
I got it. It's a book of Kalea, you got it. Revelation 12:12.
I got a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, or a man, and his number is 603 score 666. All right. That man is going to start with the least.
Right. Yep.
Right. It's a man. That's why it goes back to that revelation. Right. That the devil shall cast some into prison. It's a man. Right. So that's a man. It's the least. All right. That's going to push this seer or this Kurama upon the earth. The physical counterpart in the sand. Right. The Edomites. Right. The Edomites. Yep.
They're the ones who want this.
They're the ones who won this shit. Right. Like Rothschild, Rockefellers,
Groupons, the Gettys.
Alright.
The 1%.
Yep. And they're the what was the name of that Rothschild that says getting control of the money?
No. That was the father. That was the name.
And Herschel Amshire, something like that. He's in control of the money, and I care not who make the laws, man. Because he understood, and they understand that if they control the money,
I can sway anybody.
they can do anything they want.
I control the Rothschild.
Who's the Rothschild?
You know?
Yeah, Hampshire Rothschild.
Wow. Right.
Mayor Hampshire Rothschild.
Right. He says he understood that if you want to control the nation, you got to control the nation's money, man. You see what I'm saying? America, it may print its money, but it's really the central banks that are lending money to America. Okay? So this is why when you see billions of dollars being lent out to other nations, who has to pay that money back? The people. All right? And this is why America wants to keep people employed instead of teaching you how to be a business owner or entrepreneur, because when you're an employer, you pay much more money in taxes, man. Okay? So capitalism, trading your time for money.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something new, really, because when we were in our land, what was deemed as currency was the amount of livestock you had.
Livestock, silver, gold,
Land. You see how many servants you had, right? But here in America, they pack you up into these different condos, into these different mountains, and these different caves, right? Make you pay all these high prices. You see? Just so they can be able to control you and your environment, man. It's all about control. The market is all about control, and not just control, but more so control over the people of the Lord, man. Go ahead, bring them out. You finished on that?
Yeah, you got a revelation? Sure, that you in there.
What you want first? Exodus, Revelation.
This is the book of Exodus 21:1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve, and in the seventh shall go, and in the seventh he shall go out free for nothing.
Right. So there were rules. There were ways that we conducted ourselves when we had one of our own brothers as a servant working up under us. When he was working so he could build up substance for himself, and then go out there and be able to provide for himself and his family.
Or to pay a loan.
Or to pay a
debt.
A debt or whatever situation was, right? You know, there's nothing new under the sun. All right, but keep going, bro.
Verse 3.
One about the kid.
If he come in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master has given him a wife, and she bore him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself.
Right. So when you really think about it, man, here in America, we're slaves. You know, your women, your children, they're all slaves. And when you really think about it, they were given to you by your oppressor.
If you really look into the curses,
Right.
You should have a wife and another man shall sleep with her.
That shall sleep with.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead, brother.
And he ain't gotta, at that time it's physically sleep, but he's mentally sleeping with our woman.
Right.
He controls her.
He controls her.
Our kids, we don't own our kids.
Yo, he sabotaged the household.
Yeah.
The average household. With the wine. That's even worse.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, which is America, with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, which is our land. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Those are slaves.
Right. And we are still slaves today. All right. And just because you don't have chains of iron wrapped around your feet, that doesn't mean you're not in captivity.
You're still here in the land.
All right. You're still here in the land, and you're still subject to papers. Okay? You still need permission to do this, and you need liberty to do that. You're not sovereign.
Like if you're able to fucking walk and do it before I want.
Driving driver's license.
Driver's license.
Right?
This
You
man
want to get a house?
he gives you an opportunity to drive on his fucking this man.
Esau said it. Driving is a privilege. It's not a human right. Not a right.
Right.
You want to travel abroad? You got to get a passport.
Hey, but traveling should be it's a right, man. You know, but he wants to be able to dictate everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all about control. Go ahead and bring that out.
This is back at Exodus 21.
Hey, Salakia, because you know what it is, man. Hey, when that time comes, when this mark has to be brought out, a lot of you men, man, you're gonna take the chip because of your woman and your kids, man.
Where's that in? Yeah. It says the woman rule over them.
Children are their present.
Children is over. Yeah.
Right. That's how it is in society, man. Women have a higher position than men.
The Lord said He can put something new upon earth. A woman shall pass a man.
Right.
And you don't want to be a man, right?
Right.
You don't want to be in order. You don't want to. Live by your by Shema Shah. But put some good. Man, have the woman rule over you. Your whole house is gonna be all over the place.
Right. Now they have this thing called a soft guy era, drizzle, where now the man wants to be like the woman and he wants to be catered to. Yo, man, be a fucking man, bro.
Remember, you had a time you got fathers that was house fathers.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
The roles were reversed.
Reverse. Or the woman go to work. Right.
Yeah.
Soccer dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, yo, you gotta be a man at all times, man. Hey, fuck what society's trying to dictate what a man and a woman should be. Remain what you are, man. All right?
That's what you see upon this earth. The Lord is, even though these are called red pills and this and that, masculinity is like, it's coming back. It's coming back in a sense.
Right.
You start with the prophets.
Right.
Right. We setting the standards, man.
Right. Yep.
All right, this is without all that red pill and men should be this and that. And it's in scriptures, man.
Right, what a man should be. And what a woman should be.
Yes, I got a quick precept just to back it up. Just the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach is Yahweh.
Right, so a woman is supposed to look at her husband as if he's a God.
Yeah, he's her Lord.
He's her Lord. All right? And when you look at the word, I think it's woman, when you go to that word woman, it goes to what? A female servant. All right? So a woman or a wife is supposed to serve her husband. And that husband is supposed to have sustenance enough to take care of his wife and his children. But that's taken away in this society, man. The structure of an Israelite home, I'm not even going to say a black home, the structure of an Israelite home was destroyed because that was one of the things that kept us knit together was the family structure.
They had to, because they had to break
They
down
couldn't,
order.
right? They couldn't break us, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, they had to. They had to break order.
Right.
But they seen it. You see, at that time, the so-called Negroes, Latino were joining together. They had a Black Panther. They were standing as people. You feel me?
Right.
They had to come in with the food stamps and the Section 8.
Right. We try to
destroy their house.
Fight each other and shit, you know what I'm saying, to do separation. You know what I'm saying to you? Like it was all done systematically to break up. Because look, throughout slavery, Esau would come in and sleep with your woman. They still dealt with that woman, man. You understand?
But they still fuck with the woman ain't respect the one.
Still, right?
Respect
she ain't respect you.
She wants to be protected. And you can't protect a woman at that time.
Right.
Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as the Mashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Mashiach, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
Right. When you go into that word husband, you go into the word farmer. And what does a farmer do? A farmer cultivates. A farmer plants seeds. All right? A farmer nourishes his crops. Takes care of the land. You understand what I'm saying? He tends to the garden. And that's essentially what a husband does in his house, man. All right? Cultivate your woman, right? Because the Bible says when you get a woman, when you begin a wife, you begin a possession. All right? And the possession is something that you control. All right? You jump in your car, you turn that mother sucker on, you get behind the wheel, you tell it what direction you want to go in. All right, and that needs to be the mindset of your woman, but things are out of course here. In this society, the woman is put above the man. We brought up
it starts with, his indoctrination,
right?
His education, all right, and also all the fucking men that she deals with too,
right?
Because even though your sex is pleasurable, but you gotta look at it too through the spirit,
right?
All right, it's up to mold her onto you,
right? She shares her DNA. When you ejaculate in the woman, man, yo, she even starts to take on your physical attributes.
Start looking like you. You used to hear that back then, grandma. Oh, hey, look like each other.
Right. You know what I'm saying to you? But, you know, once again, in this society, everything's been flipped upside down. You know, the so-called Negro, the so-called black man, so-called Native American man, Latino man, we're all looked at as if we ain't shit. All right, but going back, you know, to the topic, this devil man, he wants to give it a push his agenda because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay, but before we bring that out, we're still dealing with this. Deuteronomy.
I mean, Exodus.
All right, because there's nothing new under the sun, man. All right, Esau knows that if he can get you to switch over, he got you.
Yeah, ain't no repentance if you take his mark.
Yeah, ain't no repentance, ain't no turning back.
Yeah, it's a life or death situation. If you take it, you're gonna die.
You're done. I know you got some camps that say, well, you know, you can take it, but after if you take it,
he said take it. He didn't say, oh, if I come and you have it. No, he said if you took the mark of the beast.
even if you take it out.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard to take it out. The way they make that technology is gonna it's gonna basically become one with your tissue.
Right, it forms around it.
Yeah,
so that means you would have to.
You're gonna have to really cut your hand off.
And then what happens when we're gonna get to that?
Oh, that's just, I was
Go ahead,
thinking
Drake.
that out of Halo. I was watching Halo, and he had a chip in him, and he was trying to figure out what was controlling him and making him trip out like that. And then they inserted an AI inside of him, and then one day he was in the mirror, and he just felt something was bugging him in the back of his neck right here. So he went, took a knife, and you see him dig deep inside of his skin to pull it out. That's exactly how it's going to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things, man. You're gonna get a greed in this. You're gonna get a greed in this soul once you take that shit.
Oils? Yeah. But really, it's going to have cancer.
Have cancer because of the radiation that's being.
That's just patent radiation, right, bro?
You know, hey, even these electrical cars that people are driving in, it's emitting radiation. Like while you're driving an electric car, you're fucking dying, bro. You're how you say it? You're poisoning yourself.
Yeah, you're being fried.
Fried.
You're being cooked.
Yep.
Especially once that technology,
Really
all that
kicks
shit's
in.
gonna be everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
All those things to read the market.
Yeah.
Or to read you, all is gonna be. You're gonna feel like the heat. It's gonna be very hot.
It's gonna be very hot. Hey, you know how it is when you're using your phone, you put it on the charger. Sometimes it'll just get hot without it being in the sun.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying to you?
It's that radiation.
So this is what this devil wants to do, man. He wants to be able to really, if he can decrease the whole population with their 1 watt, he would do it. George Guidestone. You see? George Guidestone says they want to decrease the population to 500 million.
Which the Bush strike that shit with a
Lightning bolt.
It's not there no more.
It ain't going down like that.
It fell.
Yeah, it fell. It broke up. You see?
But it's really the Lord. The Lord wants the population to be small.
Right.
A lot of people have to die. A lot of people have to die because they're not right. We can go back to
The book of Exodus 21, and I'm going to start verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children.
And this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna have Jake that says, man, look, man, I love this society too much to fucking leave it.
Yeah.
All right? I got my business.
Just like a lot like.
Right. She was looking back. Because what? She didn't want to miss out on what she was, what she was used to. She probably was doing well. They probably had a nice house. Lot had bread. He had substance. You see what I'm saying? But Lot was vexed with that whole shit over there. Go ahead. So like I said, you're gonna have a lot of men that's gonna want to take that chip because they're not gonna want to leave what they got behind. Women, children, money, land. Go ahead, brother.
Back at Exodus 21 and 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with the oil, and he shall serve him forever.
Right. And you're gonna have Jake that's gonna say, you know what, man, I ain't trying to leave my kids, I ain't trying to leave my wife. Fuck, let me just take this mark, man. At least I'll have something to eat for the moment, right? Right?
Yeah.
At least I can still work and get paid and get some type of currency. That's what's gonna go on through his mind, man. All right? Because really, Jake, if you're not in this truth, you ain't standing on shit.
Yeah, and you don't see nothing past Babylon.
Right.
So that's what's gonna let the elect, you know. It's really all about Shema Shah's gonna be with the elect. But we know that it's another kingdom that's better than this.
Of course. You know, what does the scripture say? It says, wisdom maketh a wise man mad. All right? The more we know in the society, the more that we know the society is fucked up, the more it pisses us off, man. Yep. Hey, that's the spirit, man. Hey, Jake tired, man. He tired.
He loves it here.
Yeah, he loves it here too. But even Jake that don't have the truth, and he may think, you know what, maybe if I work 2 or 3 more jobs, I can get a bullet, or I can get ahead. He still sees suffering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
them jobs still should say, hey God, old with a
bad with holes. That's Jake. That's part of the curses.
Yeah, what you gonna have all those jobs, you gonna basically push yourself to a quick death. You ain't getting no rest. You ain't getting no rest. None of that.
Hey, Jake tired of the bullshit that's going on here in Babylon, but he weren't turning to Yahweh. He said all that bullshit, but then he didn't stop for 1 second to inquire about what the hell we talking about.
Yeah. So he loves it here.
So he loves it here, man.
He loves this bullshit. Man, we tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these stink assholes. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing these Esau Edom ruling the world.
Hey, because that's what happens when you're conquered by a nation, man. That's what happens when you were dealing with the highest power, and you told the highest power, you know what? I don't feel like keeping your laws, statutes, and commandments. I want to be like the wicked. All right. So now we got to deal with the judgment. But for the ones that believe in Yahweh Shai, the elect, all right, we have faith, we have hope and salvation, and this mark and this charagma, right, is an indication. It's going to be an indicator that we're going to be out of here real soon.
Yeah. Just to back you up, Jacob's trouble is not going to be that long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It might be months, but it's not going to be long because it won't be no flesh to be saved.
Right.
So look at the speed of the time. Right. All right. It's like you know that's dealing with the David when the Lord has sent a spirit, angel to destroy Israel. And he was just running through Israel to destroy him. That angel, the Lord had to stop that angel and say, "No, no, David." He had to tell that angel stop. It's done. The angel was just saying, Israelites is done. Right. This is how it's gonna be with Esau. The Lord gonna sink Esau as a sword.
Right.
Then he's gonna be
running through. He's gonna be running
through niggas.
Right.
Then he's gonna say that's enough.
Right. Hey, he said, what's that? I think it was Ezekiel where he talks about what the angel with the inkhorn put a mark upon the heads of the men that sign cry.
Abomination that does the midst of
Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. It says, slay utterly young, old, man.
Don't come to none that have
Don't come near anyone that has that. And this mark is different from the mark that we're currently talking about. The mark that the exemption, that's Tawah in Hebrew. All right? But the mark that we're talking about in the Greek is called the charagma or charagma.
So you're going to have 2 marks. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have the right mark that you want to be salvation.
Right.
And you're going to have the mark that you're going to be put to death if you have it.
Real quick, because you was talking about, hey, Esau, the Lord's sword. Hey, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have for a short time.
Right. A short part of time.
So Esau about it. You got to come down like a madman.
He already said enough. He's saying anyone that's terrorist should be treated. I mean, anyone that's a conspiracy theorist should be treated like a terrorist.
Right.
What are you speaking of?
He's talking about us, man. Hey, he also, who you niggas running to now, and I'm gonna call you niggas because really you're not supposed to be voting for no other heathen, man.
And
to rule over you.
Tell you niggers, I'm gonna say niggers because that's what you are. All right. Trump is for the New World Order.
Trump is for the New World Order because he said this on the YouTube.
Okay.
He says anyone that speaks anti-Semitic speeches need to be fucking killed. Yep. And this is what we do, man. We coming out here saying that we are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible, man. Not those small hatters over there in that land, man.
Yeah, 1948ers.
All right?
All right.
Who stole the identity of these people. Because when you read the book of From Babylon to Timbuktu, it tells you that these slave ports were filled with Hebrew-speaking slaves, man. All right? What language were we speaking before we got here? It wasn't that... We're speaking Hebrew. And there's evidence of it because you have churches here in America that have Hebrew inscriptions inside of the church.
Yep. There's Native American artifacts too, ancient artifacts.
Right.
That actually has Paleo Hebrew
Written up.
engraved in rocks, stone.
That's how we know that Northern Tribe are the Israelites.
Right.
They have more artifacts on this side that prove that they're the Israelites.
Right.
They have
These
artifacts.
so-called Negroes that like to say Negroes are only
The
Israelites.
Mayans, the
Right.
Aztecs.
The Negro only Israelites. Right. The Mayans, the Aztecs. Right. Mayans, the Aztecs. They're going to Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan, the feather serpent. All right. Who, if you can receive it, is Yahweh Shai, man. Because on this side, you still have the northern tribe that had to hear about the Jew.
He came over. But
He came
to
over.
receive it, Yahweh Shai visited them too.
That's right.
He said there's another fold.
Exactly. And
He
it was
told
like,
them
yeah, he said,
he saw him. He saw him coming down the chariot. Right. That's why I call him the
feather serpent. Right. That's what he got to the church. You see what I'm saying? Bringing knowledge, he was healing, right? The same thing he was doing with his people in the land, he came and did over here too. You see? Hey, but at the end of the day, man, once again, we're calling out to the elect, letting you know what's about to happen before it happens, man. The true definition of a prophet and prophecy is saying that before the time gets fucked up, we're out here letting you know, man, hey, these are the things that are about to go down, and here's the order.
This is the book of, because we understand Esau's coming down with a greater wrath. He coming down for, these people, us as well. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. That's right. Hey, they're gonna throw us in jail.
Right.
They're gonna try to tell us, hey, take the sea hip. If you don't take the sea hip, we're gonna kill you.
Right.
If you don't take the sea hip, we're gonna kill your family.
Right.
We're gonna kill your kids. But you can't submit to that. You gotta trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 69, they that consent unto them, so if you consent unto Esau, Edom, shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden under foot.
Say never trust our enemies.
That's right.
So Esau doesn't want to give you a chip. He don't want to give you a chip for you to eat. He wants to give you a chip to destroy you. Really to destroy you. He in the mindset, if I can't get the king, if I can't get this world, nobody can get the world.
He's a suicide bomber. Hey, I'm taking everybody down with
Yeah.
me.
This fucking sore loser.
Yeah, he's a sore loser.
He's like that, you know that kid that he's sorry as hell, but the ball was his.
Yeah. I'm taking my ball home. Hating ass nigga, dog.
And you can tell he was a sore loser because after he sold that blessing or the birthright to Jacob, man, he still went to go try to get it from his old boy.
Yep.
And when the Lord,
He cried.
right,
Crocodile tears.
and when the Lord
Lying too.
lying, because he was say, you know what, Pops, I don't want the blessing. I don't sold it to my brother Jacob.
I did.
Right. No, man, you get away.
You gave your blessing away.
Disciplined him
He was
twice.
hungry. Okay, for a morsel of meat, you gave up rulership for an eternity. And I know that's why you pissed off. We know you pissed off because of that.
He was always lying.
He was a liar.
He
Hey,
knew,
he was a liar from the beginning.
Yeah, he always knew. He knew he was flexing that he didn't really want to sell his birthright. It was like whatever.
Yeah, cause so guess what? That means he was trying to manipulate Jacob.
Yeah.
Yep. He was trying to get free work out of Jacob.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that the same thing he did when we got here in America? Did we not build this nation for free for this devil? We didn't get no retribution. This is why Jake's still crying. We ain't gonna get no reparations balls. We ain't gonna get no extra money. Yo, why would you want money from this damn devil, man? I said, I want him. I don't want your money,
That
Esau.
nigga might say
Yo,
he want the reparations.
Yeah, you can get right back
Hey,
to
he
him.
might say if you want your reparations, you gotta take the chip.
You gotta take the chip.
I give you 50 extra or 50,000 more on your
Oh yeah, Jacob always built the highway.
It's not far-fetched either.
Niggas gonna run to go take the chip.
Look at 2020, bro. Look at 2020, bro. They was selling out for free donuts,
Lap
free
dance,
burgers,
burgers,
lap dances,
hot dogs.
lunch. Bro, at Walmart, they say you can get 2 days off.
The burger edible.
I was working at Walmart. They said they give you two days off and $75 that week. And half the store was gone.
So they took
Yeah, they took
Store was empty as hell.
they took that jab. And the jab was a foreshadowing of what's to come. If they sold out for shit like that, imagine when there's no food.
Yeah.
When there's
It
no
was still
food in your
food. It
stomach.
was still food here and they sold out.
Exactly.
It's just you couldn't do what you wanted to do no more. But you still was had food. The supermarkets were still open.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally Esau likes to play with your mind, bro. Like the way Esau does it, he plays with your mind. Like the brother said, 2020 was an example of what's to come, bro. Like the way Esau played it, he played it so slick that if you don't have spiritual eyes, you're not gonna pay attention to see what he literally just did, bro.
Hey, when you read the book of is it Hebrews 11:7? It says, "What then? Israel have not found what he's searching for, but the elect have found it, and the rest are blinded, man." Bring it up, buddy. Yeah, bring it up.
Real quick, 2nd Ezra 16 and 6-9, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
Be destroyed.
Right. So that means that Esau's not gonna come and he's not gonna make you gonna put your hand out. Yeah, we're gonna put that. No. He says those that what? That gave what?
Consent.
That means you gotta give permission for it, man.
You're gonna have to agree. Everything's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to make that decision.
Yep.
If I take it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an oath. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, he's not gonna come tie you down. Of course, you're gonna make a constant decision if you're gonna take it or not.
Right.
But the Lord is gonna be with the elect. And he's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's either you're gonna have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that he's gonna take care of you and your family, right? But guess what? If you're not doing what it takes to build up your faith now, when that time comes, man, you're gonna easily fold.
Yeah, you don't have no faith.
You're gonna fold.
Willingly take it.
You're gonna willingly take it, man.
Let's get in line.
Because
Gonna
guess
stick
what?
the hand out. That's how they do.
Yeah. Yep.
With a fat girl,
I don't care what's in it. I don't care. Just give it to me. You see?
Basically saying I trust my master.
I trust my and we went in that in Deuteronomy. It says what a slave.
Exodus.
Exodus. He says, "I love my master, and I will depart from my woman."
Stockholm syndrome.
I love my master. Oh,
Like
come on, man.
you still
Uncle
got
Marcus.
I still got a little more.
Go ahead, bring it up, bro.
Verse 70, 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And I got that word insurrection, which is a violent uprising against an authority or government. So there's going to be a violent uprising against those that fear the Lord.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to come
Call us
against
terrorists, the worst thing ever.
Yep.
Right.
All right, just because we believe in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai,
That's right.
we can claim and confess Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, we become what? Public enemy
Number
number
one,
one.
right.
And he's gonna make such of a great deception where he's gonna set it up where he could be justified in the sight of the people to kill us.
Right.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna be okay with
They're going to be down with it.
down with killing us,
Right.
trying to kill us. Put it like that.
Hey, so it's sort of like how that whole endemic thing happened. They said if you don't take this shot, and you ain't black. What Bible
Yeah,
said?
you're not a black.
You're not black if you don't take this shot.
Yep.
Or you know what? You unvaccinated.
Yeah,
you're
remember there
you're
was,
the
it was
one.
a beat.
Yeah,
It was a beat
beef.
going on.
And
Unvaxxed.
right. So it's not unrealistic to think that Esau's gonna make elect public enemy number one.
Hey, don't be surprised if you see advertisements on TV. Have you ever been harassed by a Hebrew Israelite? Well, you're able to get a 10,000 constellation.
Right.
Don't be surprised if you start seeing ads.
Remember around 2020, he even had that. You have people, in your household that can eat certain things.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
Hey,
He had an outline like comes,
Report him. You can get a 25,000 reward.
That's all.
Yeah. Hey, right now, this certain places in America starting now where you can't even preach the Bible.
I'm trying to do the Bible.
In Israel, say the biggest threat to their empires are the young black men here in America.
Yep.
Why would they say that? Why would they be so concerned about what the young black people here, so-called black people here in America is doing?
Yeah.
Why?
And then what they did. You look at this devil. You try to flip it to all these young people are what? Believing it. They like have feelings for Palestine.
Right. They got
See?
right.
Black Americans are the problem, and then now you have these young people pushing free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Yeah.
See how this how this devil work?
Yep.
Free Palestine. See, this is the reason why.
Right. This is the
Because
reason
they hate
why.
us. They don't like Israelites.
And it's
I mean
apparent.
Israelis.
Israelis. And it's apparent.
And this is the devil. You saying you the people of the Most High, but the 1948ers, the Jewish people, are the ones that want to get rid of the Bible.
Yep. That's because they don't really follow the Bible. They follow what is called the Talmud. They follow what is called Judaism. All right, the Kabbalah. They believe in. Hey, you listen. You do the research and see what these devils are really about, man.
Fucking witches
What
and
they do to
warlocks.
young kids, man. What they do to young boys, young girls. There was a high rate of young children with fucking herpes because these
The rabbis.
Man, they're sucking on these babies' rods after their circumcision,
Yep.
giving these kids sexually transmitted diseases, man.
I remember that came and it was just wiped under the rug.
And look what's happening right now. Bro, Pete Diddy. What happened to Pete Diddy? Now everybody's focused on Drake, Kendrick Lamar. Hey, who was it? Was it Gaza? I believe that was bombing Israel, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
What happened to that?
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, Kendrick won. No, Drake won. All bread and circus.
Right. Meanwhile,
Distractions.
I just seen one now. The game and
No, Rick Ross.
Rick Ross beat another
Distractions. Distractions.
yo, who cares about these? Yo, none of these niggas giving y'all money. None of these niggas coming to your house, coming to your hood and say, you know what? We know y'all ain't got no food, or we know y'all struggling with y'all light bill. Let me go ahead and break
Only
every.
time some of them come back in the hood is so-called Thanksgiving, they give you a fucking turkey,
And that's it.
a couple of probably a Christmas gift. They give you a few, but now you know all of
And
it.
it's all recorded.
Yeah,
so they get all money back.
Yeah, fucking
Hey,
tax.
back in the time of the Romans, when the people were displeased or they were angry, what would they do?
Bread and circus.
Hey, bread and circus. Everybody would go to the circus.
They'll
Or
go-
go watch the gladiators.
Right. They're gonna watch somebody else getting fucking pummaged and killed.
And they forget about everything
They
else.
forget about their own misery.
Hey, and then wine, drunkenness.
I'm hungry. There's no food. Hey, look at the circus.
Right.
Man,
And
what was I
literally
mad
what they would
about?
do, they would actually throw bread in the crowd. They would throw bread to the people, and the people would like, oh. You understand what I'm saying? Too? Because let me tell you, man, even though Rome was a great, we had people that were suffering in Rome, man.
Yup.
All right.
Roman still, there's a decline of Rome.
The clown of Rome.
It's getting bad.
Right. That's one of the reasons why Rome fell, was because of their finances, man. They were spread so thin. All right.
And they,
Uh-oh.
their coin,
Their coin,
they
they
started
started
making their
losing
coin,
silver. They started mixing it, right?
mixing it with all type of
All
different.
different types of elements.
Army was spread out too deep, too thin,
You know what I'm saying to you? Finances was depleting. All right, because all they wanted to do was conquer more land, and that takes money. You understand what I'm saying to you? And it's the same thing that's happening here, man. Hey, look, when you really understand it, man, America is that beast whose wound healed. All right, the old Roman Empire is back today in the form of America, man. That's the beast. They don't want to heal. All right, America is the beast. And we see the nature of this whole Putin and Ukraine, right? And NATO steadily encroaching towards Russia, which now is provoking Russia now to feel like they have to defend their territory, their land. You see what I'm saying to you? Here in America, all they're really worried about is Russia. Russia. And then, ultimately China, but more so Russia. Okay? And the Lord is setting the scene up so beautifully. But before our kingdom is set up, before the kingdom of Yahweh, the kingdom of righteousness is set up,
This kingdom got to be destroyed.
they got to be destroyed.
That's why you see the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Egyptians.
Hey man, watch out for the last couple of months of this year, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be very exciting.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's election.
You got the election year.
Yep.
I want to see a couple of white people. They put the. I want to see a couple of so-called Negroes like see Native
Yep. Hey,
Americans.
Jake too, man. Hey, because Jake right now, guess what? They don't want to. They Trump. And I think this is done systematic. I think this is done systematically. Joe Biden is made to be a bad guy, so that way all the Negroes and everybody else can run to Trump because they feel like Trump is going to have their back. But meanwhile, Trump is a fucking bigger devil than Biden.
Yeah, they all them.
He talks about how he wants to bring back live executions, through guns, like what do they call them?
Firing squad.
Firing
You
squad.
remember back time in Obama selected administration? Obama's administration was
Sign something.
they're buying
beheaded.
guillotines.
Yeah.
Buying guillotines.
They want to bring back.
I know they saying that it's fake and that's and that, but
Yo, he wants to bring back cutting off head. Yo, Trump is not. It's not for you niggas, man.
that's why they say Trump was through the spirit is Nero.
Okay, Nero.
Nero blamed the Israelites that they're the one that was running Rome.
Right. Okay.
The reason why America was falling is because the so-called Negroes are teaching the Americans.
Right. And guess what? Everybody turned against the Israelites, man.
I think Trump did friends with Trump gave him some money. Trump gave him a stimulus check. And Biden came here and raised up everything.
Hey, you paid that stimulus check back 10 times.
It's literally like,
He
bro.
gave it back, and then it also made the value of the dollar go down
Go down.
because they printed money.
But they didn't have a circulating currency.
Yeah.
Within the whole entire world comes from the fucking stimulus check. That's why you can't pay your fucking bills.
And really, it's all bullshit because if you're printing money, why the fuck does, you know what I'm saying? Why are you having a shortage of money?
That's what I'm saying.
You understand? All it is really a game,
That
man.
makes no sense. If you could print money, why don't you print your debt?
Exactly.
Moving that is all a gimmick.
It's all a gimmick. It's a game, man.
You know how they get you before Trump left office, what he did?
He raised how much?
If you can print money, print your debt. Pay your debt back.
For your debt.
Oh, remember now, the Federal Reserve is a private entity.
Private entity.
It got nothing to do with the
With
U.S.
America,
government.
Nothing. So the government's not even
Nothing
printing
to
its
do.
own money.
But they call it the Federal Reserve to what? To make it seem like it's part of the U.S. government.
Yeah, but it's its own entity.
Right. It's a private
Basically,
entity.
you're in debt to the elite.
To elite, to Esau.
Yeah.
Okay? And you know,
Real quick, all that shit started since really the Civil War, because to fund the Civil War, all right, they had something called a gold-backed dollar at one point, which is a dollar, which was a paper currency at one point, but it was backed by gold. You could take it to the bank and you could get gold for it. But eventually, the gold started running out. So what they did was, they, going back to the crafty council, they said, you know what? Let's just print a whole bunch of fucking paper money and let's not back it up by anything. But that's gonna be the new currency now.
And that's the time of Kennedy, right?
No, that was the 1800s.
It was the time of Roosevelt.
no, Nixon took us off the gold standard.
Right.
Right. When we go into the Civil War, we're talking about, so-called Negroes being a commodity. Instead of it being from private ownership, it became owners, or it became property of the U.S. government. Right? When you look at history and you read about the House Joint Resolution of 1932, this is when you see the implementation of Social Security numbers. You understand what I'm saying to you? So now, instead of the so-called Negro being a slave, now the so-called white man and anybody else who wants to come into this corporation, they now become employees of America. Because America is not a nation. When you go into the definition and understanding of a nation, nation goes into Raza, Raza goes into bloodline. So typically the people that are within your nation, they share the same bloodline as you.
They're kin.
All right, they're kin, they're family. Okay, when you look at Chinese have China. Japanese have Japan. All right, because they all share the same bloodline. But here in America, you have different cultures and different nations that come here.
Europe.
Okay, it's a melting pot. Okay, and they call themselves Americans, which America, when you go into it, goes into bitter. Okay, so the people here are bitter because now they have to alter the way that they live, because if they're coming from India and they believe that they should worship cows and kiss cows' ass and stick their face in cows, but here in America we killing cows.
Even though they say you have freedom of religion, but you don't.
You
really
don't have freedom of religion.
Go and kill animals in front of people like that.
Yeah.
You kill a police dog, you get 25 years.
25 years, bro.
Because they consider that a human. That's what.
Yeah. This is from sdbullion.com. It says the definition of greenback today is as follows. Greenback, an informal reference to US dollars, but more explicitly today, legal tender. Federal Reserve notes, originally a fiat currency used from 1861 to 1865 by the winning Union side of the U.S. Civil War, as they lacked gold bullion reserves to finance their ongoing Civil War efforts at the time.
Right.
So they started depleting in gold reserve, and eventually they were completely done away with the U.S. gold-backed dollar.
Right.
So it came to the point where they got something called the greenback, which is all manipulated by basically nothing. It's just numbers on a computer.
Like it's monopoly
This
money,
money
bro.
just flowing in the air.
In the air. It's
Right.
nothing. The only value that money has is whatever, if the government who's
Whatever he say it is.
right, whatever he
That's why
said
you
it
see,
is.
what do you call it, over there in New York? The stock chain?
Yeah,
That's
stock
what-
exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah. which is being manipulated by the elites, man.
Yup, because they're the ones who really control the companies and the stocks and all that shit. So if you control the stocks and you control basically all the money that's in circulation digitally,
Right.
who do the green the motherfucking 1948ers,
Right.
you control basically
Everything.
if money's up or money is down.
Right. The banks are the one that controls the annual percentage rate or the APR on loans and things of that nature.
Right.
Okay. So if today they want to say the APR is 10.9, that's what it's going to be. If tomorrow they say it's 7.1, that's what it's going to be. Go ahead, bro.
Today, like the currency of most nations, it's from history of the United States dollar. The dollar is fiat money, which you have the definition of fiat money.
Go ahead, bring it out. Definition of fiat.
It basically goes into flat money is a government issue. What they call it flat money. Flat money is a government issue currency that is not backed by commodities such as gold. Flat money gives central bankers greater control over the economy because they can control how much money is printed. Most modern paper currencies, such as the US dollar, are fiat currencies.
Right, because there's a difference between money and currency.
Yep.
Okay? Money is something that you can take and it has value. Gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, okay? Rubies. These things have value. Precious stones, okay? But when you have a fiat currency, you can take a leaf off a tree and say, man, hey, this leaf can get you 5 cows. You understand what I'm saying? That's essentially what fiat currency is. It's nothing.
Yeah.
All right, but whatever it's worth, the value of it is put on, is given by the people that use it and the people that actually distribute it.
Hey, why do you see a lot of people going into crypto, figuring out how to invest into those things? Because they understand these elites, they buying a whole bunch of crypto. They understand that this dollar bill is about to collapse. Once the dollar bill collapses, there's nothing that you can do to say that dollar bill is not backed by anything.
People are saying always down, but what they did was after Elon Musk shit fell, you know what I'm saying? What they did was because we got rid of all those people out of,
That's why they
got rid of them. Get rid of them so they could own everything.
Yeah.
They could put their stuff in.
That's why they.
Even the Fed is into crypto.
Oh, but that's because really feds.
All right,
They're the ones that came up. They came up with.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand why the fuck the feds
are into it.
Why they making crypto?
CIA on it. Hey, the cryptocurrency can actually be tracked. You can actually see what you buy.
We have Fed now.
All that stuff. Fed now is the payment processing, which is when the new CBDC comes out. It's going to work together with the Fed now. Yep. The Fed now. Pretty much everybody has a digital wallet ready. When Jamaica was converting to their digital currency, you know what they did? Nobody was jumping on that digital currency. So what they were doing, they were adding money. So I think it might have started off with like 500 credits, and then it went to 2. They're like, we'll give you an extra 1,500 credits if you sign up with the digital wallet. You know what I'm saying? Because they were trying to entice the people to use the digital currency. Now, when they started, the people weren't really going for that type of currency. They started penalizing people for using actual cash, which is why you don't see a lot of ATMs around anymore. All right,
Get rid of banks.
To try to get rid of the banks and to try to get rid of the use of actual paper dollars. You see what I'm saying? See, because they want to force everybody into this digital industrial revolution. All right, which is going to be controlled by the RFID chip. Okay, I think Amazon has what's called Pay Now, where you use your palm to pay for certain items in their store. Even Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's Whole Foods.
You see?
Woo! Because Amazon is owned by him.
Right.
Why do you think they killed the man, the Cash App founder? He was stabbed. He was stabbed twice. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they're trying to get rid of these things?
Right,
hey,
because they want to be the main proponents of processing payments.
Yep. This is from www.nbcnews.com/business, and it says over 3/4 of the U.S. adults have used a mobile payment app such as Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, according to a 2023 study by the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. But these services, also known as person-to-person payment platforms, pose risks to their users and to the financial system.
because every time you process a payment on these different platforms, they charge you money. You understand? This is where banks make the majority of their money, payment processing. All right, which is why when you get signed up with a bank, they give you their machine, they charge you for everything. You see what I'm saying to you? But once again, this is all a part of Revelation 13, where it says, and he causeth all, meaning what? He's making ready his system, all right, to be more compatible with what he ultimately is going to call, what we call the mark of the beast.
If I may add, if you don't realize, like the brother said, the founder of Cash App was stabbed, and most of why? Because he probably didn't want to sell. Who knows? But if you don't realize the way Esau moves, like if there's something that's coming up against the way he gonna do it, he gonna X him out of the situation so he can take control of it. That's how Esau is, man. You know, and there's many studies and there's many histories and many evidence of that being proven, man. Like the person that he was going to use water to mobilize cars. What happened to him? All the people that found the cure for cancer, what happened to them?
Hey,
You know?
big pharma.
What happened to them?
With a big pharma. You know, they killed. Hey, why do you think they killed Dr. Sebi? Why do you think they be knocking these people off? They understand that, hey, water powered cars. Oh, natural herbs can. The most I said, the herbs is here to heal you. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, why do you think that Esau be whacking off these people? Because exactly. For some reason, out of nowhere. Why? Because it's gonna take away from their money. You got a water powered car, nobody's gonna buy gas no more.
But see, Esau has the ability to heal them, and this is why the Lord rejected this bastard from the womb, man. Because the Lord knew that Esau can't get right. He was created to be the cripple. All right, there's nothing about him that's going to say, you know what, let me have pity on these people. No, because the Bible says if he does anything, he does it unwillingly. You know that he said that he humble himself.
Conscious down.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole time he's setting it up so he can take over. That's what he's doing. He's trying to set himself up to take over. Right. Because once you say, you know, we're cool, he backs down. Right.
Yep. Right. Like they Gad.
Yeah, Reuben.
You might as well, what you like to say? The story of Gad and Reuben?
Oh, that basically dealing with the girl. She was a Native American and she was walking, and basically she seen an injured snake, and then the snake said, "I'm injured. Can you help me? Can you help me?" She's like, "No, you're a snake. You're gonna bite me." He's like, "No, you have my word. I'm not gonna bite you." So eventually he convinced her.
Right.
All right, so she picked him up and started walking, you know, because he was sick, you know.
She had
Later
that stuff.
on, she felt a prick.
Yeah.
So the snake bit her. All right, and then she's like, "I thought you told me, gave me your word that she's not gonna bite me." He said, "You know what I am,
Right.
snake."
I'm a snake.
Right. So that story goes back into they ain't really speaking of Esau. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
Serpent, bro.
He's a serpent. You cannot trust him. He's never. You know what I'm saying? This should have went up in 2020 when this man said that these so-called Negroes and Latino Americans have always been left out. All right.
That's
This
alarming.
juice is for you first.
Biden said that. That right there alone.
Drop that thing
Bro,
up.
you always at the bottom. They treat you, bro, we treated like shit. And then out of nowhere, they want to care about us. Hey, brother, y'all didn't scratch your head about that? Like y'all quit to say something. Oh nah, I don't trust him. He on some other shit. I don't know what that nigga on. But y'all, as soon as Biden said that, oh yeah, we need it. They care about us. They love us. Esau's never going to love you. The so-called white man is never going to love you. He wants to kill you.
Say perpetual hatred.
It says perpetual hatred for a reason. Long lasting, continual. It's not going to go away until this devil's put to death.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right, man. That's why the Lord put his men up on the highways and byways, on the hedges, all right, to let you know what this devil is up to, man. We're not ignorant of his craftiness, all right, about all his inventions,
Right.
all right, about his fucking schemes.
Right.
We're letting you know what he's going to do.
Yep.
Okay, we're putting on games, so to say, all right? But the Lord really is the one who put the Spirit upon us to be able to distinguish what this devil's about. Okay, because really it all comes down to Yahweh Shema Shai, because if the Lord did not put the Spirit upon us to realize what this devil is up to, would have been a damn 2/3, bro.
Yep. It could be some.
That's the beginning of then all this is the spirit of most high first and foremost. But also, that is knowing who your enemy is.
Yep.
Because you have to get your enemy away from you.
Right.
And
we're going to go into that with this precept.
Psalm 55 and 21.
Okay, I had
The words of his mouth, you got down?
Go ahead.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Right, for you guys.
Sound like Esau to me. It's Esau.
When you go into his military videos and when he goes into Iran, you'll see how he went to Iran.
Way more than a repeat line.
All right. When he went to the South Pacific, right? He spoke peaceably to these people. What was the end of these nations? Hawaii, their land got taken away from them. He started bombing in those areas. All right. Read about what Henry Kissinger did to the Cambodians. Okay. Iran, what he did, he used Iran to grow, took advantage of those poppy seeds so he could produce his drugs. You see what I'm saying to you? So Columbus, you know what I'm saying? So he acted like he was, he came in peace, but really, he was a fucking demon. All right? He wrote in his diary, he couldn't put his damn sword down for an hour. That's how much, of our people, northern tribes, he was killing, man. All right? Pilgrims. You're not supposed to ever trust this damn devil, but that seems to elude the minds of these so-called Negroes, man.
And then niggas worship Thanksgiving.
You know?
I don't even understand what that's all about.
Thanksgiving, that's
Especially so-called Negroes.
want to be niggas that eat.
Yeah, especially so-called.
That's it.
Take the walk with your cousin, come back high as fuck.
Yeah, imagine they had a day where slave day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Slave ship day.
Yeah.
How you niggas would have been upset?
Yep.
But if you give them food, they might just say, fuck it.
Yeah, come by your time, right?
What they got, Juneteenth? Juneteenth?
Supposedly that's when the Negroes were free. But really, your niggas was never free. All he did was transfer private ownership to the ownership of the government. Your niggas are still slaves, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Bring that precept up, brother.
They remember because if you really look at it, the slave owners had a lot of power.
They had a lot of power, man. They could do whatever the hell they wanted to do, man. That's why there was a separation from the North and the South.
After they had different states had their own money.
Yeah, the South had their own money. They had the Confederate money.
I'm talking about before that, you had different states had their own
They had
money.
because essentially every state is a country.
Yeah.
Bro. You see what I'm saying to you? It's a
their
province
own
that they come together and they, and with one mind and one consent. But ultimately, every state is pretty much your own country.
It's the United States.
Yeah, that's why they say United States. We're all united in one mind. But Esau Edom he's the head of all of them. You understand what I'm saying to you? Go ahead and bring that precept out.
I had a couple precepts. This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, or like as his iron rusts, so is his wickedness.
So we know iron is gonna rust.
Right. It's
So
inevitable.
It's inevitable. That's a natural process.
Right.
So he's basically saying this is the devil. Always, he's gonna be the devil. He never is gonna change who he is. The Lord set him up to be the devil that the Bible's speaking of. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. That which is made crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is waning, wanting cannot be numbered.
Remember it again?
Break it down. Yeah, read it again and break it down, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. So Esau is crooked, man. The Lord made Esau crooked, so he can't be straight. The Lord made Esau the way he is for a reason, man. So you thinking that Esau coming up to you and give you just because he give you money, just because he come up to you and so he talk to you with sweet words, man, that nigga gonna give a fuck about you for real. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
You know what I'm saying? Prove it. Every time you talk about slavery or the injustice, we tell you to get over it.
Yeah, get over it. That was so many years
You know what I'm saying?
ago.
If he was really caring, he'll take you. You know what I'm saying? Every Edomite that got money would have gave Jake here's 500,000, here's $1 million. If you're really concerned, fucking devils don't give a fuck. These niggas stay in these horizons, where the air is better and you in the hood.
Yeah, bro. You got a fucking corner store by you. And a Chinese spot.
Go ahead, brother. Bring out the rest of that precept.
This is back at Sirach chapter 12, verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching. I'm going to start at 10 again. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusts, so is his wickedness.
Right, so now when we talk about the enemy, who is the enemy that the Bible is talking about? Because this Bible is written for Israel by Israel. All right, so we talk about the enemy, we talk about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom.
Esau, Edom, and the rest of these.
And the rest of these heathen nations, man.
If you go to, I think Psalms 83,
Yeah.
goes into enemies. You understand that the Lord said, Amalek shall be a war with Amalek forever. All right, so these, you got to figure out who is the enemies of the Most High.
Right.
Because if they're enemy of the Most High, they're enemies of us.
Right.
You know?
When you read the book of Malachi 1 and 4, Malachi 1 and 4 tells you who the enemy is, man.
Oh, yeah, I got it right.
I just think you stay on that.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Right, so this is Esau, Edom, him coming back into power, man. All right, because we know when Rome fell, all right, he was put in a position of destitute. Okay?
Ran his ass out of there, man.
Ran his ass out of there for 1,000 years, man. All right, but him coming back, this is what he's saying. He's saying this.
Thus said the Lord of hosts,
Yes.
they shall build, but I will throw down.
Right, so even though Esau, Edom is building up his society, as you may very well see, he's building, man, and he's not stopping. But that's not an indication that his empire is going to last forever.
Yeah, that don't mean it's forever.
Right? The Lord is saying he's going to build, but guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw this bitch down.
Wait.
Rome
Messiah,
fell.
when was it when Esau came back into power after the Roman Empire?
When? Like the year?
One specific time.
During the Renaissance era?
The Renaissance
Do you know what
period, right?
Renaissance means?
Which is
Renaissance?
yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
Rebirth.
The rebirth?
Do you know what time period that was?
No, I don't remember.
It was during the.
After what age or era or period of time?
It was after the Byzantine Empire, which is the Dark Ages.
I believe mid 1300s.
Mid 1300s.
Mid to late.
Right.
1300s.
Coming in.
Right.
Because you start to see in 1400s, this is where Esau, Edom, through Christopher Columbus starts to come
That's when they started. That's when they had the power.
You said
So
1300
around
to
the
1500?
late 1300s, mid 1300s.
Late 1300s?
Yeah, that's when they. You know what I'm saying? They just started bringing them in. You know, he humbled himself. He learned the game, and then overtook. Right.
This is around the time of the Spanish Inquisition. When
And Jake was dying too. Different type of diseases.
Like so it's dirty as fuck.
Right.
How to teach you how to take a shower. Right.
This is when
Never
they were
Lord
going
brought
around.
those plagues, yeah.
It was going throughout the whole world, forcing people into Christianity.
Yep.
All right, and you say you Christians think that you love the Lord, but you don't even know what you believe in, man. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans calling yourself Christians. You don't know what you believe in. You don't know the history of the so-called Christians. You don't even know why you believe what you believe in.
Yeah, modern day Christianity.
Okay, there was a book that was written by Esau that was called How to Convert a Negro into Christianity, man. So he systematically told you and showed you what he wanted you to know.
Yeah.
He didn't come to you with the full truth.
Huh.
You see?
You have a Negro Bible?
They had a Negro Bible.
Because yeah, that's when it fell completely. That Mississippi, like 1453. You still had Jake ruling. But it was good. We really think of that was really about Esau, to conquer people under, using the Bible. That's you know what I'm saying? Because he knows the Bible is our king. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is our thing, so we gonna always have a gravitational pull to the Bible.
Right.
So let me use the Bible to my advantage against them and teach them what I want to teach them through the Bible. Basically get their mind.
Yep.
That was a beautiful. Hey, that was really smart.
Yeah. Right. Hey, the scripture says that my people have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. So instinctively we have a zeal to want to worship a higher power, but we don't do it according to how the scripture says that we're supposed to do it. You see?
Real quick, this from Wikipedia, Wikipedia.org, and it's Christianity and colonialism. It says in some regions, almost all of colonies' population was forcibly turned away from its traditional belief systems and forcibly turned towards the Christian faith. Was colonizers used as a justification for the extermination of adherents or of other faiths, their enslavement of natives, and their exploitation of land and seas.
Right. And you're worshiping, and you're so, and the scripture says that my people are sottish. You know what I mean? Our people are not too, you're not too bright, because this is how you know you're conquered. You're being forced in some cases to worship a God that don't even look like you. What's your name?
You know what I'm saying? Like Ishmael, his God look like
Look
you.
just like him. Moab.
Moab.
Hey, their God look just like him.
Yeah, like you know, they're gods that they worship from women. They in customs of Edomites.
Hey, when you look at Moab,
So-called Negro Latino God is oppressive.
right?
Yeah.
But you see it in the movies. What's her name? Kunta Kinte. No, it's Toby. You see it in the movies.
Right.
They force Christianity to make you drop your belief.
Hey, but that's scripture too, because the scripture when it talks about discontinue from your heritage, you know what I'm saying to you? That was prophecy. The Lord said that we're going to be put in a position where we're going to, you know, since we didn't care about keeping His law, statutes, and commandments, He said, I'm going to make it easy for you, man.
I'm going to make you worship wood and stone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, today the stone would be Islam, the copper stone, and different all type of stones that they have in their houses. All right, the wood. You know, you could look at the wood, that cross. You know, it was all time. You know, wood and stone is just a different God.
Right.
You know?
Right. Real quick, finishing off on Malachi. I'll start from the top. Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Right.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Right.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness,
Right.
and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
All right. So what's the subject in this verse? Esau, Edom. All right. And what is it talking about? What's the description? He's the wicked. All right.
Yep.
He's the enemy of Israel.
Yeah. He's the wicked.
He's the wicked.
So now we go into Job.
Job 9.
Now we're able to put the puzzle together.
Yeah.
Go to 2 Thessalonians.
Right.
Cover the faces of God.
The faces thereof.
Second Maccabees.
2 Maccabees.
See?
Iconoclasm.
All right. And we're bringing out these precepts to back up the point that ultimately you don't have no power here in America, man.
Nope.
You have no power here. If you're not serving Yahweh Shai, you're a prey.
Yep.
You have no one protecting you or your family. You understand what I'm saying? Too? Because the scripture talks about how this devil, man, he wants to bring that thunder, man. Because he wants to be able to say, you know what? Revelation 12:12, where it talks about he has but a short time. He knows that he has but a short time. So what is he going to do? He's going to come with the quickness.
What's that? Thou art found wanted in the balance.
In the balance.
They send something in the particle collider. They got an answer. Esau knows his kingdom is coming to an end. Bro, Esau is ruling right now. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Esau knows. He doesn't have time. His kingdom's coming to an end. The Lord set bounds that he can't pass. Esau, newsflash. Just how milk go bad, your kingdom's gonna go bad. You're not gonna rule no more.
Right.
You're gonna be put into subjection.
Right.
You're going into captivity.
The nations, they don't fear Esau as they used to, man.
No, because Esau, when he ruled, he was ruling with his military power.
With his sword.
Right,
Yeah,
with his sword.
Which is post World War II. That's when Radio America was at the top of the top. That was a big dog. America was like, they're the ones who control the whole world.
Scared everybody.
Everybody want to be, you know, like the American. Everybody want to be American.
That bombing on
Hiroshima,
Right.
Nagasaki.
Little boy, fat boy and little boy, that's what bomb for cars.
Hey, that's the reason too. You know about that real quick. That's the reason too why you got the president of the United States looking very feeble, looking dumbfounded. He cannot operate straight. He cannot talk straight. He cannot walk straight. He's tripping on stairs and shit. Because that is really a symbolism that America's collapsing, man.
Yep.
America's down the drain, man. Circling the drain.
How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder into pieces? You're losing power, America.
Right.
You're not respected no more.
That's what that's what coming with great wrath is gonna do.
Yep.
Is all you people that don't fear me, I'm gonna make you fear me. Yeah, I'm gonna put fear upon the earth again. Yep. Where you gonna submit? Yeah, you're gonna submit to me. Because everybody, you know what I'm saying? You got this person believing this. You know what I'm saying? This come and say, no, this is how I want my world to be.
Right.
Every other way of thinking, a mindset, can be cut off and obliterated.
Right.
That's that great, come with great rap.
Yep.
I'm bringing fear, and I'm bringing what I want this world to rule by.
Time like no other.
Yep. The brothers can understand what I'm saying.
No, we get it. What's up, bro? He saw you through.
You have that on discontinued command.
It's the book of Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Yep. Right. So ultimately, the Heavenly Father, man, hey, look, He's going to judge 2/3 of our own people. 2/3 of our own people are not going to understand this message. All right, it's really for the 1/3.
Yeah, because they're fucking wicked. And wicked and not grateful. Because the Lord had a time that He discontinued our heritage, but now we're in a time of you getting your heritage. You can learn about your heritage.
Right.
You can know who you are. And you're like, nah, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want this covering. This covering is not what I like. I like the other covering. I like the covering of being a heathen, of being a sodomite, being a sinner. Without the law. So that's why the Lord's gonna bring that judgment.
Hell yeah. Death by pain. That's the only way we're gonna learn. Death by pain, man. Judgments, destruction, famine, disease, plagues.
There's no excuse. The word is out there. It's on your YouTube, your social media, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Snapchat.
Have they not heard? Surely they have
They probably got
heard.
a damn majority of them probably got coworkers. You know, they be hearing about
Yeah, it's on every platform. Every person, especially an Israelite, heard this truth. You know, that's within modern society. You have Wi-Fi, you have computers, but you might, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that there's some Israelites that's indigenous that don't live, they live off the grid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the time we have a shot, we're going to come down and, you know what I'm saying? After the Lord deliver us, we're going to go to these different countries where Jake is. All right, we're going to break down the scripture. They don't take it. That's why I say bring them hither. Slay them before. Who don't want me to reign over? Bring them hither and slay them before me. So we're going to go to these Israelites that's out of society, that don't know what's going on. Yep. You know, bring the gospel to them, doctrine. They don't take heed. I'll put their head.
The Lord is also a merciful power, man. Because there's going to be a lot of Israelites that are going to come into the truth in the 11th hour.
Yeah, the last hour.
They're gonna repent right at the end, and guess what? You're gonna get beamed up, man. The Lord won't deliver us.
They're not a prophet.
Right.
Right now is the time for prophets to wake up.
Right,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Time.
We got to teach.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I teach our people and be built up to be leaders.
Yep.
Right? Because brothers going to be leading.
Yep.
All right? You're going to have men and children and their wives seek, coming to you to be a leader unto them. So this is what this is going to, making us leaders, how to lead other people and how to deal with others. That's why you got different brothers around you. To learn how to deal with spirits, how to talk to people, how to deal. So when the time comes, because you're going to have these people coming from all type of ways of life. You're going to have to bring structure and standard in there. You're going to have to be able to move through the spirit.
You got to know how to be a leader, a judge.
A leader and a judge. There you go.
You got to deal with children crying, all right, mothers,
yeah,
probably having, pregnant mothers, you got to, you probably have to give birth right in front of you. Okay? You're going to have to be able to distinguish certain things, set order out. Okay? Because ultimately, shit, if you try to be part of the 144, you're that governmental body. All right, you're going to be the rulers right underneath Yahweh Shai. The rulers of the new kingdom that's coming, man.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
yeah.
To go through this, to get saved. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Usually in the world, when they say it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, they say take it.
Take the chance.
Take the chance.
Yeah, but it's not even a chance.
It's already, the victory is written. This is a guaranteed W.
All you gotta do is just keep that lotto number, pay the lotto, keep the number, and then when it's time to cash out, you
Cash out. Exactly.
Let every man carry his own cross, all right?
Yep.
The message is, man, shit, we bring it out here so we can make our hands clean.
Yep.
We want to be blameless in the eyes of Yahweh.
Blood is off our hands. What's the warning? What's issued? If you listen and you take heed, hey.
Saving up your soul in your household.
Exactly.
That's really what the Lord told us to do.
Literally.
That's it. We're just doing what Yahweh told us to do.
Us being out here is the Lord showing compassion. This is a form of love.
Right.
The Lord has his prophets. Yep. This is mercy. before all hell breaks loose, before judgment comes, before people start getting put to death, before everything gets crazy. We still in the beginning of sorrows. This is mercy.
Right.
So you hearing this word, you knowing that you're an Israelite, hey, it was your mind to go astray. Hey, be in return, seek him 10 times more. Seek the Lord 10 times more before it's too late, because there's going to be a time when you're not going to be able to reach the Lord. There's going to be a time where the Lord, you're going to call out his name, he's not going to answer.
We got one last precept and we're done.
It's the book of Matthew. It's the book of Matthew 20:1. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers in his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard.
Right, so this is talking about the elect, man. All right, how the Lord gave the elect the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of him so he can go out and labor in the world to bring in the elect. Okay? So you have some that came into this truth when the job first started. All right, you have some that came into this truth in the middle of the job. All right, they're all working for the same reward. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3, and he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, go ye into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again, he went out 6 hours in the night.
Right, so now you have men just sitting around not doing nothing. What does the scripture say? It says the harvest is plenteous, the laborers are few. All right, so seeing now, yeah, the Lord has men to do the work, but now you still have men out there that's capable of doing the work, and there's still work to be done. Grab those men, bring them in and say, hey, look, this is the reward if you're doing the work, man. You're going to get the same payment as the person who first started the job in the beginning. Come on, bro.
Verse 5, again he went out the 6th and 9th hour and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle. He said unto them, why stand ye here all day idle? They said unto him, because no man had hired us. He said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that ye shall receive.
Right, so when you understand how the days start in the nation of Israel, our days really start at night. In the evening when the sun sets. Okay, so now when the sun comes back up again, how much time do you have left? You only have 12 hours left of sunlight. You understand what I'm saying to you? So in that 11th hour, right before it's dark, you still got people coming in to do the work. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's still work that needs to be done.
There's still time.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 7.
And they're working. It doesn't matter. They're working to get the job
Get
done.
the job done.
I want to reiterate something that brothers from Atlanta said, man, that, this is the house of Israel, man. This is the house of Jacob, man, that we're building up in the spirit.
That's right.
Lord's pouring out the spirit on us to be able to build this house, man. And it all started with the elders and apostles, man, because they're the ones who really laid down the foundation. So we're putting up the walls, all right? We're putting up the roof, whatever whatever it is. But these gonna be individuals that's gonna come in the 11th hour, and they're gonna do like the pin work, pop, pop, But it's still the house, the same house that we built.
Still built.
Right.
Still
Right.
built.
It's the same, right.
Everybody got a different job. Everybody got a different position. Come on, go ahead, brother.
Basically, we're building the temple again.
There you go.
Spiritual.
That's right.
The time of Ezra's second temple, they were building. That's why they had to build the temple.
Right.
Right, we're building the temple as well.
Right.
And guess what? Yahweh Shai, being the foreman, is in the midst of building up the temple. Right? Because it says, if we're the temple, and he says, well, 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst. It means Yahweh Shai is there, man. He's giving us understanding on how to build up the temple. You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of John, chapter 4, points to 38, but I'm going to read verse 37. And herein is that saying true, one soweth and another reapeth.
Right.
I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor.
Right.
Other men labored, and you are entered into their labors.
Right. And these are the same men that are coming in. Look, we have our apostles who laid down the groundwork, and what we're doing, we're reaping from their benefits.
Right.
But
There's
yet
a ways to work though.
Right, and there's
Don't
a way
come,
to
you know
work.
what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
All right, and these men set the foundation, and they come and do their own
Well,
shit.
their own thing, start adding their own understanding and breakdown.
You said they come in through another door,
way.
like another way.
Another way.
Yeah, they call them a robber and a thief.
Yep.
Hey, and the Lord's gonna say, hey brother, how'd you get in here? Oh, okay. You ain't got no garment. Hey, yo, give me bind that man hand and foot and cast him out, cast him in the outer darkness, because he don't need to be here.
Right.
You had another brother.
It's a straight gate that you got to go through.
Right. And that's not as straight as a straight gate. No, it's a straight gate as straight as an affliction, man. All right, you're gonna go through. When you talk about humility, you talk about meekness. The Bible says the meek and the humble shall inherit the earth. But when you go into meek and humble and humility, you go into afflicted, man. You go into afflicted that have been downtrodden for and broken, you know, throughout a perpetuity of time, man. Hey, Jeremiah says, what is Israel a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? All right, meaning we haven't gotten a break since we've been, and even when we was in the land. You see what I'm saying to you? So finish that, brother. We're gonna close that.
Verse 7, they say unto him, because no man has hired us, he said unto them, go ye also that is in the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, then shall receive. So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto the steward, call the laborers and give them their hire,
Right.
beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came, that they were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should receive more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us.
Which is the wrong mind state to be in, man. All right, because we're all working for that prize, man. Same objective.
And he told you, would you agree to that?
To that payment.
Exactly.
You said, he told you, if you do this, show love, mercy, kindness, all these things, there's a possibility that mainly because you gotta, I said possibility because you gotta endure.
Yep.
All right, you can express those things for a moment, but then say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm done. Take your hand off the plow, and there goes your salvation. Right? Scripture says you gotta work on your own salvation with fear and trembling.
That's right.
Because that there's a possibility that you may not endure. And this is why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Go ahead, brother.
Back at Matthew chapter 20 and 12, saying, these last brought 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day. But he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? Take that dime and go thy way. I will give unto this last, even as unto thee. It is not lawful for me to do what I will with my own, and die I evil, because I am good. So the last shall be.
So that was the question. It says, is it not lawful? Is that a question? Read that again, brother.
It says, is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own?
Right, so the Lord will do his own pleasure, man. All right, it's up to Yahweh Shai who's going to get salvation to. Exactly. All right, it's the Lord's servant. So you have a job to do. Focus on your job.
Exactly.
Just do your job, man. And your job, if this truth, if this message is resonating in your spirit, your job is to what? Study to show yourself approved, so you know how to be able, so you can know how to use your tool, which is these scriptures. All right, put that work in, sacrifice that time. All right, dedicate that time. Scripture says, buy the truth, sell it not. You understand what I'm saying to you? And these are, and look, it may sound like something that's real easy to do, which it really is if you pray to Yahweh Shai, but at the same time, it requires a certain type of mindset.
Yep.
All right?
Don't go through some things.
Paul refers to, us as being soldiers, man. All right? Fighting a good fight. Okay? So if you don't got no more on that, you know more on
I do. It says, is thine I evil because I am good? So the last shall be the first, and the first last. For many be called, but few are chosen.
Many are called, but few are chosen. And we see a lot of camps out here, man. All right? They may be called on Yahweh Shai. Some don't even call on the name of Yahweh Shai. Hey, they were called to do this work, but if you're not singing this song with the right tune, 100%, you're not calling the name of Yahweh Shai, which is a part of this truth. Hey, look, man, you could have been called to do this work, but you just wasn't chosen.
Yeah. And a lot of them ain't really doing the work.
Hey,
If you're not singing that
that
right
song,
tune, yeah, it's speaking of those brothers that come in the true doctrine and then fall out.
right.
Because at a work job, you still have there's ways that there's certain ways I want you to do your duty, do your job, right? Do your job.
Right.
So if you're not even doing the job correctly, you're not even working for me. You know what I'm saying? You're not working for me. So it's those that
That come with the mind of doing the work, man. Don't come into this thing thinking that you're gonna get a free ride or you're gonna ride the coattail of somebody else to receive salvation. All right, you gotta work on your own salvation. You gotta understand this breakdown. Today we went into the RFID chip, the microchip, which is the Bible calls the mark of the beast, man. Right? And we're telling you what to do to avoid judgment from Yahweh Shemiah Shai, because once you take that chip, which is going to be coming out pretty soon, all right, it's a wrap for you. So seek the Lord while he yet may be found, and it may be in the time of his anger you may be hid. All right, so with that, man, we're going to close it out.
With that being said, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
double honors to our elders, apostles, of great millstone, who rule well and push out 100% truth and true sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful last characters for the wins. Lord, this camp is edifying. Until the next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.